Welcome again, everybody. It's time for another one of these track by track. And yeah, there's a lot of people that always compare it, just like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden versus Iron Maiden. A lot of people say, who's better, Metallica or Megadeth? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm going with Injustice for All versus Rust in Peace, right? But I know a lot of people ain't gonna like hearing this, but I'm not the biggest fan of this album, to tell you the truth. There's some smoking tracks on here, don't get me wrong. But it's like whatever. This one, I absolutely love. Not my favorite. I know a lot of people think this is the best album. I like Peace Sells more. But I do love Rust in Peace. And there's a couple I don't like on here either. But this album completely blows away Injustice for All, in my opinion. And I don't think I can do any more Metallica versus Megadeth because they don't have the same amount of tracks. These two do. And I'm not going to do any track by track of Metallica from after this album because honestly I don't listen to a lot of Metallica after this. Though I really did like Hardwired. I know a lot of people like slam that album. Yeah, believe me, I mean, I'm not like some Metallica nut swinger saying, oh man, Hardwired's awesome because it's Metallica. No, I didn't like Death Pathetic, the one that came out before it. A lot of people liked that one, thinking it was a return to form. To me, it sounded like rich guys trying to be thrash, and for some reason in Hardwired, it didn't sound that way to me. It sounded pretty genuine. A couple songs on disc 2, I didn't like Confusion and a couple other ones, but disc 1 I loved. And I even loved like the Black Album-esque songs like Halo on Fire, I think it's called, and Now That We're Dead or something like that. I enjoyed that album a lot. I was blown away because it was the first time since I heard Blackened that there was a Metallica song that like, whoa, that's really good. Though I did like a song here and there through their weird periods. There was a couple songs I did like, I ain't gonna lie. A couple songs that many people hate I actually liked. Like Memory Remains and Until It Sleeps. I like those songs. I know it's weird, right? Being a thrasher, liking those tunes, but hey man, if it's a good song, I'm gonna admit it. Hey, if I'm gonna admit I like Memory Remains and Until It Sleeps, you know I have no shame, and you know I'm a little too honest for my own good. But you know, and yeah, oh, you like those songs, but not songs off this? Yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, we got Blackened versus Holy Wars. Oh man. Whoo! Blackened is the best song off this fucking album. I don't think Metallica has done. What the fuck is this? There's a scratch on here. That's odd. On the cover. I don't know how that happened. This is part of the box set. I don't know, maybe it came like that. Odd. Alright, Holy Wars versus Blackened. Fuck, man. Holy War. But goddamn, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Alright, title track, Injustice for All. Ooh, boring. Versus Hangar 18. I'm going to pick Hangar 18, but you know what? I don't like the beginning of Hangar 18. I don't like that. It's just, I don't really like it. The thing I love about Hangar 18 is the end section, where Dave Mustaine and Marty Friedman like duel it out with guitar solos. And Marty Friedman is technically better than Dave Mustaine, but if you ask me, I thought Dave Mustaine won that battle on Hangar 18. My opinion. So, another one for Megadeth. Alright, Eye of the Beholder versus Take No Prisoners. Take No Prisoners, I don't even have to explain that. That song fucking owns. 1 versus 5 Magics. Just to show you how honest I am. I love 5 Magics. I love 1. 1 is that section, that darkness, that part fucking rules. I have a song called Fatal Fury, and we don't do it no more, but when we used to perform it live, in the middle of Fatal Fury, the band stops, and I say, and I stole this line from my favorite wrestler, Roddy Piper. Just when they thought they knew the answers, I changed the questions. And instead of going back into Fatal Fury, we used to go into that part. Da-da-da-da-da. And I used to, darkness imprisoning me. And then, you know, after that section, we go back into... I love One. And I know it's their first video. A lot of people thought they saw... Shit. I remember in 1985, when I went to California, there were some people in California saying Metallica sold out even back then with Fade to Black. And I was like, what? So you can imagine One, you know, ballady tune, like slower song, video. I didn't remember that much of a backlash, but there was a little bit. It wasn't until the Black Album where everybody started hating on Metallica. In the 80s, I never heard one person say anything negative about Lars Ulrich. Actually, I remember Lars Ulrich being the most popular member of Metallica back then. Everybody gravitated through him. And also, I want to say another thing. I got to make these track by track spread out a little bit. My personal opinion on the whole Cliff Burton died and they wouldn't have went that route, probably true. But when Cliff was alive, Cliff was the one person in the band that had the wide variety of musical tastes, where Lars, James, and I guess Kirk, I'm not 100% sure on Kirk, but I know Lars and James, it was all about new wave of British heavy metal, and they liked the Misfits. They liked just the heavy stuff. Where Cliff liked fucking Leonard Skinner, Blue Oyster Cult, REM. He had a variety, so I can see him want to take a different path. But I don't know, I'm not 100% sure that Cliff would have went for the Load albums. I don't think he would have gone for that. But I think he would have definitely want to change. And I always think it's so stupid when I see people say, it should have been Lars. Idiots, I swear. It's just a band, it's music. You really want him to die? Your parents sucked. Your parents suck. Alright, let's keep going. And, alright, Metallica got 1, Megadeth got 3 on side 1. So we go to side 2 with Poison is a Cure versus The Shortest Straw. Yeah, I like The Shortest Straw. I'm going to give that one to that one. I like Poison is a Cure, but Shortest Straw. And I saw the Injustice tour twice, and they didn't play Shortest Straw. Then, when I went to Orlando to see Guns N' Roses and Metallica, I wasn't intending to go to that show, but what happened was Hurricane Andrew hit us really hard here where I live, and we had no power. And I was suffering. It was bad. You know what it is to be in South Florida with no AC, no power? It was so bad that I took off and went to Orlando to see that show, and I stayed up there with in a hotel till my mom called and said, the power's back, and then I came back home. And, oh well, the part is when I went to go see Guns N' Roses and Metallica, they played Shortest Straw that night, which was cool. I dig that song. Harvester of Sorrow, another song I dig off it, versus Lucretia. My vote goes to Lucretia. Love that song. Woo, 4-2. Metallica's getting pummeled. Tornado of Souls is probably my favorite on here. Versus The Frayed Ends of Sanity. Don't care for that song. It's not bad, but versus Tornado of Souls, no way, son. All right, To Live Is to Die, versus Dawn Patrol. Live It to Die, long instrumental. Dawn Patrol, very short song, kind of an instrumental, but just talking. It's all drums and bass, but I love it. So another one for that. Okay, Rust in Peace Polaris versus Dyer's Eve. Dyer's Eve, my second favorite song off of Justice. And Polaris wins. It even beats Dyer's Eve's ass, in my opinion. I love Dyer's Eve, but Polaris is fucking awesome. Alright, so Metallica got 2, Megadeth got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total beatdown. I like this album more. I think their first 3 albums are better than anything Megadeth ever did. That's my opinion. Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, and Master of Puppets cannot be beat by any of the big 4, in my opinion. Yeah, not even Rain and Blood. And I love Rain and Blood. But as far as consistency, Megadeth wins as far as discography. They have way more better albums. I mean, more albums that I like more than Metallica. Metallica really has 3 albums, and the last one, which I don't like all of it, but I dug it. So let's say 3.5 albums from Metallica. I really loved Endgame from Megadeth. I loved the last one, Dystopia. I thought, what else was there? Oh, whatever. I can't think now. But Megadeth continued to make great albums. Then they made some clunkers like Risk. I didn't like Super Collider. You know, they were flawed in parts. But anyway, that's it. This was a long track by track. I wanted to make it long because sometimes they go by so quick. Thank you for watching, man. Schmack 'em a gob.
They call me Dr. Fuck. They call me Dr. Fuck. You can't get it now. Dr. Fuck. Secretly cruel, I'm a hooligan. I'm almost human and I drink cold.
This video was brought to you by Miami Metal Merchant. For your metal needs and competitive prices, visit MiamiMetalMerchant.com. Tell them Dr. FUKK sent you.
Hey, I'm Dr. FUKK.
And I'm the Ayatollah of Alcohola.
And we are from the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast.
If you want to check out some crazy, uncensored, unbiased, totally nuts reviews of classic hard rock and heavy metal albums, check us out. You can get us on Podbean and iTunes. New episodes every Sunday.
That's right. And we also do each other's moms.
True. Free of charge.
Well, mine charges.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mine's free.
Hey, check out my podcast, The Vieira Vault. We're on Spreaker, we're on iTunes, and we're on YouTube. Check it out and subscribe. Hey, headbangers, you want your own radio show? Well, you got it. On Thursday nights here on that metal station, join me on the Dr. FUKK Show. Go in the chat room and I will make you my co-host. That's right. Everybody that joins me in the chat room, I discuss whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll mention your name, I'll say what you say, and we're going to go back and forth. And I'll even fucking play whatever request you want. Unless it sucks. Then I ain't playing it because my show rules, and only songs that rule is allowed right here on that metal station. The Dr. FUKK Show airs live Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. Well, no, fuck that hope. I better see you there, motherfucker.